Your body was never designed to sleep 8 hours straight. In 1992, a scientist removed all artificial light from a group of volunteers. No lamps, no screens, nothing. Just 14 hours of darkness every night, the same amount of darkness your ancestors experienced before electricity existed. Within weeks, every single person shifted into 2 separate sleep periods. Nobody told them to. Nobody suggested it. Their bodies just remembered. The scientist's name was Thomas Ware, a psychiatrist at the National Institute of Mental Health. His subjects fell asleep, slept for about 4 hours, then woke up. Not groggy, not distressed, just awake, in the dark, for 1 to 3 hours. Then they drifted back into a second 4-hour sleep until morning. This wasn't insomnia. This was the default setting. So if this is how your body actually wants to sleep, why does waking up at 2 a.m. feel like something is wrong with you? The answer starts centuries before Ware ever ran his experiment. In 2001, a historian named Roger Ekirch spent 16 years going through old documents, court records, diaries, medical texts, even lines buried in Homer's Odyssey. He found the same 2 words appearing over and over across 500 separate references. First sleep, second sleep. For most of human history, this wasn't a phrase historians recognized, because for centuries translators had been quietly mistranslating it. The idea that people once slept in 2 shifts was so foreign to modern minds that scholars edited it out without realizing what they were doing. But the references were everywhere once Ekirch knew what to look for. A 16th century French physician recommended the window between first and second sleep as the best time for couples to conceive. A doctor's manual from the 1500s said this quiet gap in the night was when the mind was calmest, the best hour to think clearly. People used that time to pray, write, visit neighbors, or just lie there in the dark, turning the day over in their heads. And when Ware's modern volunteers hit that same gap in 1992, something strange showed up in their blood work. Their prolactin levels spiked, the same hormone released during meditation and right after orgasm. They described the state as peaceful, reflective, almost meditative. It wasn't a broken night. It was its own distinct state of consciousness, one that most people alive today have never experienced even once. So what erased it? Light. Simple as that. In the 1600s, cities began installing street lamps. Paris went first under Louis XIV. Then came cheaper candles. Then gas lighting in the 1800s. Then, in 1879, Thomas Edison commercialized the light bulb. And within a single generation, a sleep pattern that had lasted for hundreds of thousands of years quietly disappeared. Here's the detail almost nobody knows. The word curfew comes from the French couvre-feu, literally, cover fire. In medieval towns, a bell rang each night as a signal to smother your fire and let the dark take over. Not for safety, because night was supposed to be dark, because your body was supposed to sleep. Now think about what's happening to you instead. Modern humans are exposed to artificial light for 7 to 8 hours after sunset on average, most of it the blue light coming off a screen. Your retina cannot tell the difference between a lamp and the sun. When that light hits your eyes at 11 p.m., your brain assumes it's still daytime. Melatonin gets delayed. Sleep gets compressed into one unbroken block your body was never built to hold in the first place. Researchers have found that people who spend just 1 week camping with zero artificial light have their melatonin cycles reset by nearly 2 hours, right back toward the ancestral pattern, in 7 days. So the next time you wake up at 2 a.m., and your mind starts racing with the thought that something is wrong with you, consider a different explanation. You're not broken. You're not failing at sleep. You are, for a few quiet minutes in the dark, doing exactly what every human being did for 300,000 years before we traded the night away for a light switch.